Hey, guys, check it out. Little present that Norm Abram left when he was last here. Let's just make sure we're okay. Oh, yeah, we're okay. Okay, guys, remember, we're looking for Vic and the Blarney Stone. Fortunately for us, though, Acme Bugnet has just intercepted this phone conversation between Vic and Carmen Sandiego. Watch.
Carmen, I don't know about this Blarney Stone. It hasn't changed the way I talk at all.
That's because you're already full of Blarney, Vic. Listen, head for the rocky cliffs of the Monterey Peninsula. This area used to supply sand to the golf courses all over the country.
Hey, I love golf.
You'll be near the town where celebrities come every year to golf in the National Pro-Am Tournament. Bing Crosby founded the tourney in 1936.
Hey, I love Bing, too. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
You know, usually that song puts me in a very festive mood, but now I'm a little nauseous. Anyway, Gumshoes, to what community did Carmen send Vic? Is it Pebble Beach, Sandpoint, or Palm Springs? Remember the clues that we heard? Rocky Cliffs, Monterey Peninsula, and National Pro-Am Golf Tournament. Come up with an answer as quickly as you can. Steven's ready, so is Samantha, and so is Daliwa. Okay, Samantha, what do you say?
I said Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach. What do you think, Steven?
Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach. Daliwa?
I said Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. The answer we're looking for is Pebble Beach. Nice job, Samantha and Steven. Okay, so that means Samantha and Steven, you move up to 75, but Daliwa, you're right in there with 65 crime bucks. That's the way to do it. Now, wait a minute, that sound can only mean one of two things. Either my mother is riding the mini bike again, or it's time for the plastic diver guy.
Go! He lives a life of danger, our underwater ranger, the one and only plastic diver guy.
Vic just hid the Blarney Stone in the Charles River. He's in a city that's home to hundreds of thousands of Irish Americans, and they've seen their share of Blarney. During the 1920s, Mayor James Curley sweet-talked his way into office, even though he was indicted for fraud.
Was he convicted?
He spent the first 5 months of his mayoral term in jail. It's also home to that snooty PBS station that wouldn't hire me to host Nova, even though I begged.
Now, come on. That is a very lengthy process.
Greg, it's the ominous music. Oh, no. It's too late. It's...
No, one and only plastic diver guy.
Plastic diver guy. All right, Gumshoes, name the U.S. city, if you will, please. Is it Albany, Providence, or Boston? Remember the clues that we heard? Charles River, home to hundreds of thousands of Irish Americans, and James Curley was mayor in 1920s. Daliwa's already ready. Stephen and Samantha waiting on an answer, and now we're ready. Samantha, what do you say?
I said Boston.
Boston. What do you think, Stephen?
I said Boston.
Boston. Daliwa?
I said Boston.
Everyone says Boston. The answer we're looking for is Boston. Yes, sir. Okay, Samantha and Steven, that takes you up to 85 crime bucks, but Daliwa's right in there with 75 crime bucks. That's the way to do it, guys. Now, we've just received word that Vic has left Boston, so let's pick up the chase.
The chase.
It's my favorite part of the show. Okay, guys, remember each one of these are worth 5 crime bucks. Hands on your buzzers, please. Watch the monitor and listen carefully. Here we go. Vic hot-footed it to the capital of New Hampshire. Name it. Stephen.
Concord.
Concord is right. He rolled his stone to Vermont. What river did he cross? Daliwa.
The Hudson.
Sorry, it's the Connecticut. He slipped across Vermont's southern border. Name the state. Samantha.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, right. He hitched a ride to Providence. What state is he in now? Stephen.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island's right. He hid out on a ship in Mystic Seaport. Name the state. Stephen.
Connecticut.
Connecticut's right. That means at the end of the chase round, Samantha has 90, Stephen 100, Daliwa 75 crime bucks. Nice job, guys. That's the way to do it. Okay, now we come to a very important part of the case, which means it's the time of the final clue of this round, which means that it's time for you to make a decision. Now you have to decide how much you want to risk. If you're right, we'll add that amount to your score. If you're not right, though, we'll subtract it from your score. You can risk 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 Acme crime bucks. Take a look right over here, if you will, please. Here's a portion of the world where we think Vic is headed. Now, if you know a lot about this part of the world, you may want to risk a lot. If you don't know very much about it, though, you may not want to risk quite so much. So, take a look at the map and think about it.
How much you gonna risk? Yeah. Think about it.
Okay, everybody's ready. For our next clue, we turn to Angela Watson, an agent for Acme Step-by-Step Net. Angela, what's the latest?
Greg, Vic was spotted in a capital near South America's west coast. He's on Bernardo O'Higgins Avenue. O'Higgins was the son of an Irish immigrant who led this nation's fight for independence. He became the country's first leader and worked hard to improve the life for the people. That work continues under current President Patricio Aylwin. Gumshoes, you can make a big improvement by catching Vic. Good luck.
Thanks, Angela. Okay, guys, to what city did Vic the Slick go? Was it Lima, Santiago, or Buenos Aires? Remember the clues that we heard? Capital near South America's west coast. Bernardo O'Higgins led nation's fight for independence, and President Patricio Aylwin. Okay, come up with an answer as quickly as you can. Once you have that, lay it down right there in front of you. That's the way, Daliwa. And Samantha, lay it down right there in front of you. Okay, now, Daliwa, we're going to start with you. You have 75 crime bucks. How much did you risk?
I was 40 crime bucks.
40 crime bucks. What'd you say?
I said Lima.
Lima is not the answer we're looking for. You're going to go down 40 crime bucks, but you're not out of this yet. Anything could happen. Samantha, you have 90 crime bucks. How much did you risk?
I risked 20 crime bucks.
20 crime bucks. What'd you say?
I said Santiago.
Santiago's right. Nice job. Takes you to 110. Stephen, you were leading at the beginning of this round. You have 100 crime bucks. How much did you risk? 30 crime bucks. What'd you say?
I said Lima.
Okay, Lima's not right. You're going to go down 30. That means 70, but you're still in second place, which means Samantha and Stephen, you're going on to the next round. Congratulations. Thank you. Daliwa, listen. Oh, look at that look. Oh, my goodness. Daliwa, excuse me. Daliwa, you did a great job. You really did. You were in there to the very end. We have assembled a kit that's going to help you in your next case. Chief.
It's the official Acme Crime Net travel kit, and it includes an atlas for world travelers, an official Carmen watch, a Carmen t-shirt, a subscription to National Geographic World magazine, and for quick reference when you're pounding the pavement, this handy world globe.
See, that was the wind. You got to close the window on that. Okay, guys, now what you have to do is go to Santiago, Chile, and track down Vic the Slick. What you have to do is find him and bring back the Blarney Stone. But I want you to know, we did not send our agents out into the field unprepared. Chief, how about a briefing?
The folks down at Acme Photo Recon have put together a few slides on Santiago. Have a look. Santiago, Chile, one of South America's largest cities. It's home to about 1/3 of Chile's population, over 4 million people. That's over 8 million lips for the Blarney Stone. The changing of the guard at the presidential palace, quite a spectacle, almost as spectacular as the shine on Vic's hair. This statue at Santiago's Plaza de Armas, or Plaza of Weapons, depicts Bernardo O'Higgins, the son of Irish immigrants. He led Chile's War of Independence against the Spanish. The Santa Lucia Fort and Gardens, an example of Santiago's beautiful landscaping and architecture. But Vic's more interested in another kind of beauty. The kind you'll find on the beaches of nearby Vina del Mar. Chileans love the beach. There's no place in the country that is more than a few hundred miles from the coastline. But when Vic takes a dip, he usually leaves an oil slick behind. Gumshoes, Vic has taken the Blarney Stone to Santiago, Chile. Go get him.
Okay, guys, come on. Here we are in Santiago.